This 26 Sports and CCTV high school basketball presentation is presented by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
Well, welcome back to the gym, everybody, here at Cadillac High School. We're just a few seconds away from starting lineups, national anthem kind of things, where tonight the Traverse City Trojans come a-calling to play Cadillac High School Vikings. I'm Dan Gussert. Up here tonight with me is Mike McLaurin. Mike, good to have you here.
Hey, thanks, Dan. Good to be here.
Big game here early in the season in the conference. Cadillac 1-0 coming in. Traverse City maybe a conference favorite. You get them early in the year in your gym, and the Vikings are hoping that tonight could be their night.
Yeah, we'll see how things go for the Vikings. They were preparing really hard this week in the gym, and I think they're prepared. It's just do they have the right matchups available?
Yeah, there's some tough matchups out here tonight. There's a lot of size for Traverse City. Vikings, I think, are going to have to stay with the threes, keep draining those threes like they've been, and do the best they can to keep Traverse City's Tobin Schwaneke a little bit under control. He's a pretty tough player, Mike. So teams are lining up for the national anthem. Tonight the anthem is going to be played by the Cadillac Pep Band, and that is under the direction of Mr. Mike Filkins. So we're going to turn everything over to the PA addresser and the Cadillac Pep Band here.
Judge's former Trump fixer Michael Cohen's cooperation significant. The U.S. attorney, not so much. Cohen has pleaded guilty to charges brought by both in Mueller's case, lying to Congress about the extent of candidate Trump's business dealings in Moscow, in the federal prosecutor's case about his own tax evasion and campaign finance violations for helping to pay off alleged Trump paramours. The special counsel says Cohen should get due consideration for his cooperation when he's sentenced, but the letter filed by federal prosecutor Robert Pisani recommends Cohen get only notice when he's to be sentenced Wednesday.
Once again, an excellent job by the Cadillac High School Pep Band and their director, Mr. Mike Filkins. We were pretty fortunate, Mike, to listen to a lot of their music while the varsity teams here have been warming up.
Yeah, Mr. Filkins does a great job with the band for many years.
Okay, for Traverse City right now, we have a senior guard wearing number 2, Tobin Schwaneke. Henry Goldcool wearing number 5 is our next starter. Preston Briggs wearing number 10, who seems to always perform very well here in the Cadillac gym. Sam Schmidt, another senior guard wearing number 15. Jack Sherwin, senior wearing number 32 tonight for Traverse City, and head coach Travis Schuba.
All right, Dan, tonight for the Vikings, starting lineup. Number 3, Charlie Runstrom, 6'2", senior guard. Also at guard, number 34, Tip Baker, 6'1", junior. Number 40, Aiden Raphael, 6'2", senior, playing center tonight for the Vikings. Also starting for the Vikings, number 4, Cale Mickelson, 6'2" senior. And then number 22, Logan Wild, 6'2" junior. As you said earlier, Dan, the Vikings will have to shoot the ball well. The trademark of the Vikings has always been good defense, and they'll do their best to slow this Traverse City Central team down. But they are going to have to shoot the ball well and limit turnovers for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tonight our officials, Mr. Thompson, Mr. Sprick, and Mr. Haas. We're just a few seconds away from tip-off. I did notice, Mike, nice job by the Viking team here as they were announced. The starters came over and did a little fist pump with a fellow from our area who's pretty sick with some cancer, and that would be Mr. Carl Johnson. It's good to see him here, and it's nice for the kids to recognize him for that. TC wins the tap. This is Schwaneke with the ball. He finds Goldcool. Over to Briggs. Schwaneke penetrates, almost turns it over right there. The Vikings come out in a little zone here. Missed shot, controlled rebound underneath, missed again.
Pulled away by Logan Wild for the Vikings. Yeah, the tough part of playing that zone really is finding out your box out responsibility, so you really have to go searching for them.
Yeah, it's always easier man-to-man because you have a specific player, but when you're going zone, it's who floats in your area. Good catch on that, Mike. Baker,
good hand.
Trouble on the sideline right there. Yeah, Logan Wild got stuck picking up his dribble a little early there, and that kind of backfired for the Vikings.
And number 15, Sam Schmidt, had good hands.
That shot is off. That is controlled inside and put back in by Sherwin for the first 2 points of the game.
Nice move by Aiden.
Back come the Vikings. Nice job of swinging it around to the far side. Another open shot. So far, TC's shots have been off. Vikings haven't really gotten into any kind of an offensive set, but do right here.
Nice move by Cale Mickelson, number 4 for the Vikings. Very little patience there.
Yep, nice cut.
The Vikings.
Raphael kind of had a shot. You know, he probably could have forced that. Did a nice job being patient. Found the cutter. Does the Vikings good as we see.
Oh, tough finish by Tip Baker for the Vikings.
That's a tough no call right there.
A little off balance.
That's either maybe a travel or a foul. I think probably a foul. But 4-2 Vikings early on here.
A little 1-3-1 look, almost, or 1-2-2, kind of a 1-3-1 look. Really packing in the defense.
And as we saw some unselfish play on one end, we see right here as Schwaneke kicks it into Sherwin, his second basket of the game.
Yeah, Sherwin's really physical. He just had him sealed right there and put his hand up and called for the ball.
Mickelson drains a 3, keeps that hot shooting going. I think we saw in our stats, Mike, he's shooting about 50% from the three-point line this year. Am I right on that number?
Right on the money, exactly 50%. A little higher now.
A little higher now, yeah. That's Preston Briggs, who kisses one off the glass for 3. And we're at 7-7 with 5 and a little bit of change to go.
And you watch him, when he catches that ball, a lot of guys are doing this now. They're catching the ball with the foot on the ground, and they're taking 2 small steps before they shoot. And they're just not calling it a travel.
Nope.
But he caught the ball with the foot on the ground, then took 2 more steps before he shot.
Briggs misses underneath. There's our first foul of the game. That's going to go on Henry Goldcool.
Kind of a fast-paced start, 7-7.
I think the Vikings are okay with that. I think on the offensive side, I think they want to slow down maybe just a little bit, get that ball working around, make TC play a little bit more defense each possession. Runs from left his feet there.
Yeah, nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. As we watch Schwaneke get another 2 points for TC. his first of the game.
Aiden has really good timing on rebounding, but just too many guys in there against him.
Too much size, absolutely. 9-7 TC. This is number 15 with the ball, Sam Schmidt. He penetrates. Rough foul call right there. That looked like he had pretty good position too. But kind of when you're right underneath the basket like that, that's generally the call that's made. As we see Schmidt go to the line here for two.
I really thought Aiden had good position and had his hands up. I think that guy got into him and it appeared like he fouled, but it was a good job offensively. In for the Vikings, number 33, Levi Klotz, and number 21, Evan Bohr, replacing Rundstrom and Wild.
So Sam Schmidt misses the first. He's getting his second attempt here. That one looks a little better. Left-hander drains that one. TC with a 3-point lead. A little bit of nervous hands on that one, I think.
I think that's always a tough read sometimes for the offensive passer. When the guy comes off that opposite screen, is he going to curl? Is he going to pop out? You know, what is he going to do?
I think the Vikings are fine, Mike. You're right on that. I think the Vikings are fine with the shot they just gave up right there by Goldpool.
Oh, that's fine.
They'll give them that all night long. All right, this is Baker with the ball. He hands it off to Klotz. Raphael looks to cut inside, is not open. Mickelson with it. And we've got an offensive foul called. Looks like that was on number 33 for the Vikings, I think, Levi Klotz.
This is first. I was actually watching away from the action.
I was too. Schwaneke with the ball right here. Tobin, you know, he's got some offers for football. Even, you know, in the Big Ten, Michigan State's looking at him. As he zooms a nice pass inside, and you can see Sherwin knows how to keep somebody on his back in there, gets great position, gets his third basket, all of them right within a couple of feet. Vikings are going to have to shore that up.
Boy, fast hands by the Trojans, really quick. Schwaneke jumped into a passing lane, and number 5, Henry Goldpool, also jumped in and got some hand on the ball when Kale was trying to recover, or Levi Klotz, excuse me. They're making it tough for the Vikings to really get into anything.
Well, nice block right there. That's one Aiden's got to keep another dribble or kick that to the far side. Schwaneke with a 3, and that's off. Out of bounds to Traverse City.
I think one of the concerns for the Vikings really is letting this lead extend, you know, beyond that 5 to 7 range. If they're going to stay close and you know, keep it that way into the fourth quarter for sure. So,
kind of watching some of the cutters here behind the play against this Vikings zone defense, and I'm not seeing the Vikings put a lot of bodies on the cutters, and I think they need to do that a little bit just to slow them down, body them out of where they want to go also.
In that 1-3-1 defense, the Vikings are. But Schwaneke's so quick, he's able to penetrate those gaps. 42, Alec Barczewski checking in for the Vikings, replacing Raphael.
A little bit of dry spell here the last couple of minutes for the Vikings, as they have not been able to get past the 7-point mark. Traverse City's defense has been pretty tough. Tip Baker with the ball. This comes to Mickelson. It's back to Baker. Barczewski with the screen. Sherwin comes out and picks him up pretty well. Penetrate, elbow jump shot. That's a good jump shot. I think the Vikings are going to see one they might have to hit quite a bit in this game. Klotz look good on that, just didn't fall.
Good move by Kale to help the helper. Way to dip in.
Penetrate and kicked for a good looking 3. That's a little off.
Good rebound by Klotz.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going to get a second chance. The Vikings ball out of bounds. Hey, they'll take those second chance.
That's a good offensive set right there. They got a nice jump shot out of it in their offense. Had rebounders heading to the basket.
Good kick by Kale. Thought Kale would have wanted to maybe keep that one.
That's the way to do it. It's hard to do, but that's the way to do it.
A little bit of a telegraph, I think, on that one. Turnover for the Vikings. We want to let everybody know tonight our sponsors are Fox Motors, Pizza Plus, Cadillac Tire, and our presenting sponsor tonight, Cadillac Casting. Back to that zone, Mike. It's a little taller up front right here for the Vikings on this, with Klotz and those long arms at the top of that 1-3.
Cadillac's doing a really nice job communicating in this, talking about the cutters and working through it and knowing who they have.
This is Briggs with the ball. He finds.
And as soon as I say that, they find the diagonal pass.
Yeah. He finds Bostwick for his first basket of the game. 14-7 Vikings, so we got a foul called. That might be Henry Goldpool's second, I think. We'll see here.
I think.
Or is that Preston Briggs?
I'd really like to see Kale continue to take the ball to the rim. He had opportunity a minute ago where he kicked the ball in the corner to Evan Bohr for that 3.
Yep.
I think Kale could have finished that, and he's just a stronger kid.
Yes.
It's a good call.
Nope.
Tip had position.
Sam Schmidt with a foul right there. 2 quick fouls just on this possession for Traverse City.
Kind of senses as being a possession filled with some urgency that the Vikings will need to get some points.
Oh, nice cut right there.
There you go, Alec Barcheski. I think Cadillac knows that they're going to be jumping hard to Tip and Levi and Evan. Not giving those shots to Kale Mickelson, and then Alec can find some space.
Traverse City, Cadillac has played a Reed City team earlier this week, and a pretty solid Ludington team, right? Ludington to start the year?
They did play Ludington game 2.
But this is a whole different story here. And it takes a few minutes to get used to the speed and the physicalness. And I think, like you said, if the Vikings stay close as the game wears on, we should put them in pretty good shape.
Number 2, Tobin Schwaneke, to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Not there. Chose the lettering
So 5.7 seconds remaining in the first quarter. See if the Vikings can secure the rebound, or if it's a make, get it out and maybe get a look at the other end before the quarter expires.
Schwaneke goes 1 for 2. Last second
nice
shot
job
up and
by
off
Tip.
the glass.
I like it. Get right to the rim.
That's the way you want to end a quarter, on a strong note.
A nice big shot, cut it to 4. So good finish. 15-11 Trojans.
We're going to take a break, everybody. We'll be back with second quarter action. You're watching high school basketball here on 26 Sports and CCTV.